I don't see any news. OXBR was also halted and is opening higher now. So that one's moving up a bit. CARV. Oh man, I missed that bounce off VWAP down around 16. Watching CARV. I'm long CARV right there at 16.12. I'm trying to catch this bounce off the VWAP for the rip up now through 17. So my cost base is actually 16.24. Looking for the break over 17. So we've got 82 on the ask. There's 85. There's 92. There's 90. Is it going to break over 17? Nope. Cut that for now. New entry will be again around 16 for bounces off the VWAP. The low there back on that last dip was 77. Was a little too slow to grab that one. Hit a low of like 72. So this current 1 minute candle has a high of 1648, 1650, but with still 30 seconds left. So when that candle closes, I might watch first 1 minute candle to make a new high, but it's not a picture perfect setup. LMFA curling up. The trigger on LMFA, as we remember, was 321. I'll put maybe my order at 335. So it just popped there to 320 and then pulled back kind of hard. First 1 minute candle to make a new high on CARV is going to be over 16. Watching CARV down here for a dip trade. Hands on the buy button. 1640, first 1 minute candle to make a new high. There you go. So didn't give that really perfect dip entry, but it's okay. LMFA, what a rejection. Back to 285. CARV, I'm still holding small size, but I'm going to let it consolidate here. As long as it keeps holding this sort of 1540 level, I'll keep my interest in it. LMFA, that would be what we call a false breakout. However, remember guys, Warrior Pro students, although the pre-market trigger was 21, by the time it hit that level, it was extended. So that wouldn't have been an entry. The 1 minute was too extended. So if it had held that level, then a dip could have worked, but it didn't hold that level. So CARV, high of this current 5 minute candle is 1875. Get rid of these lines for now. Still holding above the VWAP. Again, those of you guys streaming on YouTube or Facebook who are having trouble getting in the room, try using an incognito browser window. That should let you in. 1750 is a possible entry on CARV. Just got long there, 1733 for the break of 1750. So CARV's starting to open up a little bit. Next target is a retest of 18. So there's 18. Let's see if it pops and holds over 18. I think that I sold on the ask there. I think that it's going to need probably another 5 minutes or so before it's a 5 minute breakout, but like this to me is going to be resistance up here at 75. So I wouldn't be a buyer here just yet. The 1 minute is now extended. 600% gain, 10 million shares of volume. COHN halted again, but only 300,000 shares of volume and no news. CARV ripping a little higher. So high a day on this is $20.50. We have to wait for a pullback trade. Pullback is going to be lowest risk. So watching. Watch through here. Just added long. Looking for the break over 20. There you go. Taking profit. High is 21. I'm all out. I'll let it dip down. High of this candle's 21.20. Halt level's 21.20 as well. I don't really want to hold this into a halt right now. I'm going to watch it for a dip trade. Just added right there, 21.20. Now I'm looking for this to squeeze up to 22. Halt level's moved up to 22.17. Look for the break of 22. Hands on the buy button. Watching. Added right there, 75 for the breakthrough, $22. So there's 21.78, 21.78. We want to see it rip through that level. Got 68 on the ask. There's 77. I sold at 55. I'm going to try to do a dip trade off of 20. Looking for dip trades down here. Took a starter long at $20.50 to buy the dip for the pop back up over 21.50. New orders at 21.50. Watching to add. Looking for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. I'm going to try to be aggressive. I'm going to put my order at 22. If it breaks 21.50, then I'll start thinking $23, $24. Added right there for the break of 22. Now I'm thinking a squeeze up over 23. Watch this. Watch the first 1 minute candle make a new high. Just added right there for the break of 22. Nice picture perfect breakout. Holding, looking for that squeeze to 23. Watch over 22.50. There's 20 added at 22.50. Looking for 23. We've got 22.50 on the ask. I want to see that squeeze through $23 and then up towards 24. Right now, this is just really hot. Watch over 22.50. There's 22.14. It's got to break that level. So choppy right here. Let's see what it does. I'm in at 21.04. There's 22.50. Watching. Watching the bid. Sold at 22. I had a nice trade on that and then basically came right back down to break even. High of that candle was 22.97. I was looking for the break at 23. I was trying to add. I'm going to look for dip trades. Just bought right there at 20 for a dip trade. I'm looking for a pop back up to 21. So watch over $21. There's 20.80. That's a kind of dip trade setup on that flush. Now we have a doji with a bottoming tail. So we want to see it pop over 21. And then over 21 up to 21.50. There's 21.42. I'm holding, looking for this to, I'm still holding full size at 20. Looking to add over 22. 22 is my add spot. First 1 minute candle to make a new high. We've got 10 seconds left on this current candle that has a high of just under 22. Just added right there. Looking for this to break over $22. Add it again, looking for that squeeze. First 1 minute candle to make a new high right here, and then up through 23. I'm gonna hold and add it again. Looking for that squeeze higher up over $23. I wanna see 23. Still holding, letting it churn for a second. Stopped out. I maxed my buying power on that trade. I used all my buying power. I'm gonna let this dip down the low. I mean, this is a $20 stock. So I got the error on that trade that I could not exceed buying power. So there was the error, can't exceed buying power. That was a false breakout on the 1 minute. So the high of that candle's 22.50. High of day is right under 23. I'm conflicted on where the next entry is because of that false breakout. If it breaks below 20, I mean, we could see a flush. So if a break below 20 could be a dip entry. We might need another 5 minute setup on this. Well, so the thing is, this stock you don't have any margin on, so I can only use my cash balance. I see LMFA, I'm waiting on that one. Looking for CARV to bounce down off of $2. Sorry, $20. Hands on the buy button. Still a minute left on this current candle. I'm looking for a dip. This is a stock that's not marginable, so they're not letting you use margin on it. You have to only use your cash balance. It's probably because it's up 700%. So false attempt there, failed attempt at breaking 22. Back to 21.33 on the bid. Nice on LMFA. Halt levels 375. Looks like it might go into a halt. Watch CARV down here, selling. Bought CARV, just bought down there. Bought that dip at $19.17. Now looking for it to pop back over 20. Still holding, full size. Add is over $20. Watching, over 20. Added right there for the break of 20 on CARV. Looking to catch this pop back up to 21. I want to see $20.50. These dip trades can be really powerful, so watching over $20.25, I want to see it rip up to $20.50. There's 20.50, 20.34. I'm in at $19.36. I bought 8,000 shares. Watching. Sold the rest of it for right now. The low was 1866. I'll put my hand on the buy button to do a dip trade. down here. Just added again, 1889. Trying to do a dip off the low for a pop back up to 1925, 1950. There's 1943. Still holding, looking for us to pop up over 19. There's 1920. I'm in at 1889. Sold the rest 1925. So the VWAP is at 1746. If it breaks 1866 here, we might get a flush down, watching off of 18. In right there, bought that dip, long at 18, trying to catch this pop back up to 1850, 1860. This is a bounce off the VWAP, very close to. I'm 50 cents above the VWAP, but I think this is going to be a good dip trade. So looking for this to pop back up over 1850. Watching, there's 70, 80. I want to see over 19, 1890. There's 19. I'm in at 1824. 5,000 shares was my entry. So that's going to be another 5,000 bucks on that trade. The dip bounce off VWAP. Still holding 1,600 shares. See if I can get the rest out over 19. First 1 minute candle to make a new high. Watching. Still holding 1,600 shares. Orders ready to add on a bounce off of the VWAP, which is at 1748. Nice job on COHN from $4.50 to $8. That's crazy. But the volume's only 400,000 shares, so I feel more comfortable trading CARV. I can get in and out pretty easily. Okay, so CARV, watching here. First 1 minute candle to make a new high. It's going to be over 19. I'm adding right there 19. Looking for this to rip up to 1950 and back to 20 for the first 1 minute candle to make a new high. So watch over 1925. This is a 1 minute setup. It's got to break 1925. Then we'll look for that quick rip up to 1950. Watching, there's 1925. I want to see it rip through that level. Then 1940, 1950. Let's see what it does. I thought it would break right away to 1950. Hands on the buy button down here. Watching. Just added 1770. Bought at 1770 for the tap off the VWAP. Now looking for this to pop up over 1850. Added again at 1810. That's going to be a bounce off the VWAP almost to the penny. So watching over 1850. Still holding. Looking for that pop over 1850. It's a dip off the VWAP setup right there. So watch this over 1825. There's 1817, 27, 38. That was a 7,000 share trade. I want to see whether or not I can get another dip. Hands on the buy button. Added right there 67. Double bottom. Looking for that pop up through 18. There's 1825. It's 4,000 shares. Probably $2,000 on that trade. It's selling off hard. Halt level going down is 1493. It's breaking the VWAP. I don't see any news on it, but be careful. It looks like it's selling. People are panicking. So panic sell off here, halt going down as it broke the VWAP. I'm up 88,000 right now. I'm having a good day, but it's not a record breaker yet, although it is only 10 a.m. I still have a one share from my exit. Sometimes when you use hotkeys, you'll have this happen, and usually it's not worth, because it's $2 to press the sell button, so it's usually not worth pressing the sell button over one share. I just wait to the next trade. So in this case, holding the bag with one share. But yeah, 88,000. I'm going to move this back down some. Okay. COHN, high is $8. I wouldn't be a buyer up here, but the first halt going down, I would actually be a short seller, but I'm not going to have shares available to borrow of this. Volume is too light right now. It needs to pull back before it's worth, I think, another trade. LMFA, high is 4. It was a red doji candle. You can see LMFA squeezing up there. 20,000 share seller. Look at that, right through that level. High is 420. New order at 420. Watching. If it breaks that level, then I'm adding at 420 long on LMFA. 8,000 share starter. So we had a high there of 29.30. New order goes at 40. If it can break 40, I would add. Just added at 29, looking for the break of 40, and then the break over the $0.50. No fill on that attempt to add right there. I sold the rest at 30. 32, sorry, 32. So $700 on that one. High is 45. New orders at 450. Resumption on LMFA, CARV is going to be about a minute away. Just added on LMFA at 40, looking for the break over the $0.50. Sold right there. So Warrior Pro students, that was a trade to anticipate the break of the $0.50. And then took profit as soon as it popped to that level. That was 8,000 shares as well. So here's the problem with CARV. It has obviously it's showing some weakness. I don't see any news on it. Highlighting 2 black-owned companies on Wall Street, though, you can see that catalyst is making the headlines. So CARV, I'm probably just going to say I would look for a dip trade down here around 1460. I'm going to put an order at 1470, and my hand's on the buy button to buy dips. It's when it drops $5 a share, you're going to get a pop back up. It's as simple as that. So watching, hands on the buy button. I'm long, just bought right there. Looking for that pop back up through 15, 8,000 shares. I'm in at 1452. There is $8,000 of profit. 1452, I'm still holding 2,000 shares on this. Looking for it to pop up a little higher. There's 16, there's 1640. Still holding 1,000 shares at 1442. So that puts me up now 95,000 on the day. Not quite 100 yet. The VWAP is at 1748 still. So this is the trade right here on CARV. So holding that, holding the 1,000 shares. High this candle's 1633. I want to see if it's going to break over 1633. If it breaks 16, no, there's 10,000 share seller, but there's 1630. Sold half right there. Down to 500 shares, down to 250. Still holding at 1452, 251 shares. Sold more at 46. So I didn't want to buy this. On this one, I didn't buy into the halt the way you've seen me do a couple times. I let it halt. It broke VWAP. I thought it was going to be weak. It was. I let it halt. I said, I'm not going to jump into the halt. Halted, dropped, opened a little lower. I bought as soon as it resumed. And there we got that pop from 1450. The low is 1427. And my order, well, actually, it wasn't perfect at 1440, but I was in at, let's see, 1444, 47, 59, and 60. So 8,000 shares right in that range. But it is disappointing that it's broken the VWAP. So it's not, that's not a really good sign of strength. The high of this last candle was 1675. I'm not sure where there's going to be more entries for us. Again, a reminder for those that are on YouTube who are trying to get in the chat room using Cognito browser, you should be able to get in. And a reminder of my disclaimer here, none of you guys should just be blindly following me or anyone else on any trades. You've got to understand the strategy. You understand the strategy, you know where to get in, where to get out, and we happen to be trading the same stock. That wouldn't be a surprise because this stock is CARV is the leading gapper in the entire US market right now. But it is coming down to new lows. Watching to do a dip trade. Just got filled long at 1377. Long 1377 for a dip trade. That was 2,500 shares. Now it's at 1473. I didn't take as big of size on that one, but let's see what it does. Oh my gosh, look at that. 1540 for a second. So you can see right there, I'm in 1378, 98,000 right now on this one, 99.5 on the day. Looking for that 100K mark. LMFA, nice. The high on LMFA is 476. LMFA is a bit choppy though. COHN, oh my gosh, unreal. Look at that, 5 to 9. Again though, it's on very light volume. Hang on one second. So I still have, so GTech hitting the scans, PEC hitting the scans. Not trading those yet. I don't see news. CARV. I am still holding a small position of 248 shares. The low down there was 1360. I'm in at 1378. That's right, Wild Card Wednesday. Wednesdays are my biggest green day of the week. So continuing to be the case, it seems. A couple other stocks hitting scans. COHN, resumption on this one's going to be a minute away if it's a 5-minute halt. So although there's a lot of things hitting the scans, I'm kind of waiting for higher volume, higher relative volume at least. LMFA, steep drop there. 364 is the VWAP, so I might look at that as a bounce off 364. So CARV hit a high of 22.97, had resistance right around that whole dollar of 23. Just to get this. So as I look at this chart, you know, it's below the VWAP. Obviously high green candle volume there, which is good. Highest volume today has been on green candles, so we're in good shape there. I'm still holding 248 shares at 13.78, up $2 a share, so that's 500 bucks. I guess I could technically sell that and cross the 100K mark right here, but I'm going to watch this for a second. Let's see if it comes back up to the VWAP, up towards 1650, and then maybe there'll be some more opportunities on it. So I sold the rest there, and that's going to cross me to the 100K mark today. But I'm not done yet, and we have seen some really good momentum between 10 and 11. So nice. Let's see, who was that? Who posted that screenshot? Daniel, nice. $10,000 of profit. Good work, man. I'll put some of those up on screen share. So this may have resistance up here at about, you can see 1676. Let's see, what was I going to check? This is kind of a bear flag drop, 2 candles up, candle coming back down. So it's not quite a fade off the VWAP. It didn't tap the VWAP, but it came close to that resistance spot. So yeah, let me see, post those P&Ls. I want to see where you guys are at. So, so Javier there, nice, good job. Let's see, LMFA, yeah, I see that. There's one, Jared, good, in the simulator. Another one in the sim, Scuba. Using 100 shares. Good. Allison, nice. Nice, Dan. 10,000 bucks. Very good. Good job, guys. OPES hitting the scans. Again, I don't see a catalyst on this. I'm not sure. I'm not totally clear on what's going on with this one. LMFA. Low is 76. This isn't the perfect spot to do a dip trade, but let's see if it goes a little lower. If it comes down towards 67, 68, that's the bounce off the VWAP. Let's see. There's a nice one, 2,000 bucks. 21,000 in the sim. Nice. Good, good, good. Very nice. Very nice. Good. Very nice. So many of you guys trading in a simulator, which is great. It's good for you to practice there. There's a real money account. Max, good job. Nice work. Oh, looks like Peyton stepping up to the plate, man. Look at that, 22,000. It's a light speed account. Beautiful. Good job, man. That's awesome. So LMFA, pulling back a little bit more. Hasn't quite bounced off the VWAP. All right, so COHN, first halt going down. So look out below. Dip trades on resumption is a possibility. LMFA, you know, a little bounce off the VWAP, but not as big as what I was looking for. So the question, I guess, here is whether or not we're going to see a break of VWAP on CARV or if it's going to fade off this level. This is 3 big candle sell-off, 2 light candle volume pop, although nice volume on the green candle. So it's a bear flag right now. So the first candle to make a new low, if it breaks this level, back down towards 1360 would be resolution of the bear flag to the sell side. If it fails to break new lows, so right there it broke that trend line. If it comes down to 1361 and doesn't flush down towards, like, I don't know, 12, 13, then we could get a dip back up. LMFA, back at the VWAP, it's just showing weakness. Low of that last candle's 1450. Nice on those Asus monitors. Yes, COHN is halted going down. The halt time was 18:49. Resumption at the earliest would be 23:49, but probably the first halt going down is going to be a 10-minute long halt. CARV coming lower. PECK, yeah, up to 15, resumption there. Sorry, up to 5. High there is 570 on PECK. Light volume as well. Halt level 627. COHN watching here. Looks like it's going to halt. Nope, I took a long on COHN at 8.26. Trying to catch a bounce on this coming back up. So I'm buying a dip and looking for this to pop back up over 850. I want to see over 9. Hands on the buy button for the break of 9 on COHN. Just added right there for the break over $9. There's 910. I'll be holding 2,700 shares. I'm in at 848 average. So there's a halt going back up. So that was a dip trade. I was a little slow on it. It resumed at the 5-minute mark, but it's fine. So I'm going to look on this one. The high of day is $10. Again, it's lighter volume, so it's not one I could be really aggressive on, but smaller size is okay. It is up 121%. So new order will be at $10. If it breaks the high, then look out. I mean, this one's already shown a willingness to make some pretty crazy moves. So we'll watch it on resumption. All right, CARV. CARV is coming down. If it breaks 1350, just watch CARV down here. There's 1365. I'm long CARV. It looks like it's double bottoming right here. So I'm long and I'm looking to add on this over 1445. As long as it holds this level, then this looks good for me. I just added at 1440 on CARV. Looking for this to pop up over 15. This is a clear double bottom at 1360. So order's going to be at 15 to add. Watch over 15, just added right there for the break of $15. So we've got 15, 15.10. I bought 10,000 shares and my cost basis is 14.12. Because I added at 14.50. So stop now, break even for sure. I hesitated for a second and then I hit it. So the high of that last candle is 15.14. Just added at 15.10 for the break of 15.14. I see a seller there at 15.40. High, first 1 minute 5 minute is over 15.55. My cost basis has now moved up to 14.90. New order at 15.50. Watching over 15, just added right there, 45. Looking for this to break through 15.50. Now it's curling up, looking for that to squeeze up towards the VWAP. Now it feels like we've kind of got the wind at our back a little bit as it bounces off the low. So $16 is the target. Added right there for the break of 75. Looking to ride this momentum up to 16. There's 15.99. Is it going to break 16? Nice double bottom bounce off of 13.60. Look at that. My cost basis has moved up to 15.45, but I'm okay with that. So I took some profit up over 16. That was the right move. Now I'm going to watch a dip trade. COHN, we've got about a minute to resumption. High of this candle is 16.20. Really would need to break the VWAP in order to be really back in action. And it's going to first have to break 16.40 and 16.76. So I'm going to put an order at 16.50, so it's ready to go on CARV. And let's let it pull back for a second. I'm still holding from 15.45, but I'm going to give this a second here. $16 by 16.10. It needs to do a 1 minute pullback. So let's watch COHN for a moment. So COHN, the halt was 9.10, and I have my order ready at $10. So on this one, we've got about 30 seconds to resumption. High on CARV back there was 16.30. So I'm going to put my order at 16.50. Just add it on CARV, 16.50. Is it going to break this level? I only added 1,000 shares. Sold CARV. I'm going to focus on COHN. Orders at $10. Watch COHN here. Added for the break of 10. Back through the highs. Not going to let this one off the hook. I got a kind of bad fill at 99, but that's fine. So now we're up through 10. Next target is probably 12, maybe 13, 14, 15. All right, so CARV. We'll look for dip trades on CARV. I'm only holding 4,000 shares on COHN. I wasn't able to take a big position. It's low volume, but clearly it's moving, and we had a nice dip trade, so okay with that. So this CARV clearly had resistance at 16.75. Right? That was clear resistance. So until it breaks that level, trading in this area is trading within kind of the range. Not that we can't do that, but it's not, we could do a bounce off the low 1360 if it comes back down to there. No, I'm up 118. I'm not up, I'm 119,000 right now. But CARV back over 1675, I'm going to be watching for sure. And COHN, I'm going to be watching a continuation on that one. $12 maybe. Yesterday I left some money on the table. I didn't trade in the afternoon, and I'm not going to trade today in the afternoon either, but I did leave some money on the table yesterday, so I didn't want to do that again today. High volume continues to be on green candles. I'm not in my IRA today, but that also means that I can spend the money that I'm making. High is 1675. We've got about 2 minutes to resumption on COHN. The low of this pullback was 1441 on CARV. So COHN coming out of this halt, it's the second halt. I am going to put an order at $12 to do a quick add. If it opens high, I can just either do a quick dip, add, or like a quick trade. I want to see how much it gaps and how much it squeezes. If it just goes right into another halt, then, you know, that's kind of ideal in a way for momentum, but we'll see what it does. So we've got resumption on COHN in about 30 seconds. CARV right now is consolidating underneath the VWAP, and so the entry continues to be at 1675 for a breakout. There might be a dip trade, but I don't see it yet. It hasn't really dipped enough, so we'll let that consolidate. So COHN holding 4,340 shares because of partial fills. I don't expect this is going to be a home run in terms of profit, but I'm going to watch this on resumption for an add over 12. We've already seen that it can do multiple halts in a row, so hands on the buy button, watching. We've got a still halt, so this might end up being a 10-minute long halt. I'm just going to keep watching for a second. Okay, looks like a 10-minute long halt. Switching back to CARV. So a 10-minute long halt should open higher. High of this last 5-minute candle on CARV is 1595. See whether or not it's going to hold 15. It's kind of selling off here around that whole dollar. High of the last 1-minute candle is 41. Possible starter 41, but I want to catch a bounce off 15. I want to let it sell off a little bit more. There's 1503. $15.11. I'm long on CARV with a new order at 16 to add. Watching over 16. I bought the first 1-minute candle to make a new high. Just added right there, 1580. Now I want to add at 1650 for the break over the VWAP. So hands on the buy button. Watching 1625. Watching. Just added right there on CARV for the break over 1650. Break of VWAP. I want to catch this rip up through 17. Hands on the buy button to add. Adding at 17. 15,000 share position from 1591. High right there is 1730. Hands on the buy button over 1730. Watching right here. Just added right there for the break back over 17. I want to see 1750. I want to see 18. So there's 1750, which is not bad. Hands on the buy button. Just added 1730. Trying to buy that dip right there for the rip up over 1750, 1775. What we're getting right now is the break of VWAP. So next target is 18. Holding. Holding, looking to add over 1770. Added right there, 1750. Looking for the break of 1775. Holding, watching. Added right there again. So I just keep, I'm being aggressive on this, I'll be honest. It's the right move though. High of that candle right there is 1847. New orders at 1850. Watching. Just added right there for the break of 1850. Next target 19. I'm moving targets up, adding again there for the break of 19. It's off to the races. Over 19 is an add for the squeeze up to 1950. Adding right there for the break of 19. So we've got a high right now, 19, 19. That was a break of VWAP setup. I'm all out for right now. I'm going to let it pull back. The high is 19. I want to get a dip trade back down towards the VWAP for an entry. Watching. VWAP is around 17. COHN, I don't want to lose track of. COHN has about a minute to resumption. Low of that candle there was 1720. High 1901. Orders at 19. Watching dip trades on COHN. Sorry, CARV. If it can hold this level, we've got some more room. COHN resumption is going to be in about 10 seconds, so I've got two stocks I'm dialed in on. COHN is a possible add as well. I'm watching both of them. I'm still holding a position on CARV. Watching COHN resumption here. If it's a 10-minute long halt, looking to add. Looks like it's still halted. So COHN is still halted. CARV. Oh, COHN, I'm adding right there. Looking for this to break over $13. Add it again. 13.22 is the next halt level. All right, so watching COHN, it's got a halt. All right, I took half off the table over 13, and I'm going to be holding the rest on COHN. I added at 12.67 and then sold the shares I added going into the halt over 13. So I'm still holding. My cost basis has moved up to 10.48. That's on COHN. All right, so that COHN, the high there is 13.20. Crazy. CARV, not done with this one. High is 19. Oh, broke that level. High is now 19.55. I'm going to wait for a dip trade on it. I'm still holding from 18.19, but looking for a dip trade. The high was 19.50. So watch CARV. Just added right there, 19.33. Looking for the break over 19.50, and then a squeeze up to $20. Added right there, 19.42. Looking for the break through that $0.50 and then a rip up to $20. Watch over 19.50. Watching. There you go. There's 19.78. Are we going to see 20? Watching. Hands on the buy button, 19.75. Micro adding right there, 19.60 for the break of 19.75. I want to see this rip through $20 and then squeeze up to $20.50. Watch right here for the breakthrough 20. We've got 50 by 78. There's 85. There's 92. There's 99. Unbelievable. 700% gain. Unbelievable. Over $20. Looking for a dip trade now. Watching dips. Added right there, 1905. Bought the dip, 1905 for the pop back up to 20. So now I want to try to catch that pop back up over $20. We've got 75 on the ask. There's 77. Just hammering those hotkeys. This is the craziest market that I've ever traded in. I'm trying not to really think about the money. It's just focusing on the technical, focusing on the level 2, the chart. I sold the rest, and I'm going to look for another dip off of maybe 18. Watch down here. The 9 moving average is down at 18. That's a topping tail candle, so there's a little bit of risk there. Watching. We know the VWAP is around 17. 17. Looking for dip trades. It's 27 million shares of volume, up 655%. Watch down here, watching. Just added right there at 1750. Trying to catch a pop back up over 1850. Let's see if we get 1850, 1875. Hands on the buy button. Added right there for the break over 1850. Looking to catch this pop through 1870. There we go. There's 1890. We're going to get the break over 19. Not quite. I'm holding 790 shares right now. CHCI I'll have on watch. First 1 minute candle to make a new high is going to be back over 19. We've got about a minute to resumption on COHN. High of this current 1 minute candle on CARV is 19. Watching to add, watching. Just added right there for the break over 19. Looking for that first 1 minute candle to make a new high, 1950. We've got about 20 seconds to resumption on COHN.
PPSI.
Watch CARV over 1925.
CHCI.
There's 19 on the ask. COHN resumption
PPSI.
in a few seconds.
CHCI.
Sold CARV, focusing on COHN. Hands on the buy button. We halted at 1320. Watching COHN on resumption. Still halted. CARV, I'm also watching. So false breakout, CARV back off 17, could be a dip trade. Watching at the VWAP, the volume weighted average price.
CHCI.
It's hard to trade two stocks at once. I mean, there's no question this is a market where a lot of people are making a lot of money. I'm sure there's people out there who are making a lot more than me. People who are willing to hold a little longer and be a little more aggressive on share size. High there is 1925. The low, double bottom around 1750. Let's watch CARV to see if it holds 1750. It's pulling back right now. I'm sure that there's people that are losing as well, of course. I mean, there's people that are going to be on all sides of the trades. There's people that are, if you're a short seller in this market, well, you could still make money because we've got volatility. You just have to manage your risk, that's all. So first 1 minute candle to make a new high right there. I usually wouldn't go for because it's an inside candle. It worked here, as you can see, but 1926 is the spot that I would kind of wait for. High of day on CARV is 22.97. That's the back of mind potential, a retest of the highs. Putting my order ready to go. Just gonna let it dip down again. I'd like to catch a bounce off of like 1850, but watching here for the break over 19. There's 1880, 90, 19. Seller at 19.
PPSI.
So 1750 is our support level. That's obviously a hard stop. Let's watch it as it comes back down towards 1750. $17.24 is the VWAP. Maybe $17 even would be the hard stop. We've got about a minute to resumption on COHN. 28 million shares of volume right now on CARV. Watch CARV.
KMDA.
It's tapping that level. But the spreads are big, so it makes it hard to do a dip trade. COHN, 20 seconds to resumption. I'll do small size ads out of the resumption. Halt was 13.20. I'll put my order at 14, so it's ready to go. Watching resumption. Hand on the buy button. Watching. Still halted. It's up 221%. It's probably going to gap quite a bit. CARV. Consolidation near the lows. High of the last 5-minute candles, 19.25. I'm long CARV for the first 1-minute candle to make a new high, looking for a retest of 19. New order is going to be over 19.25 to add. Watch 19.25 on CARV. Hands on the buy button.
SCKT.
Watching. Watching. Watching in the upper 80s, 88. COHN, watch to add. Watch on COHN. Adding right there on COHN. 1650 is the halt level. CARV. Watch this break over 1925. CARV watching, holding COHN. CARV I'm watching to add over 1925. Looking for the break through 1925 on CARV and then a squeeze up to 1950. Adding on CARV right there, 1920. Looking for that squeeze up to 1950. We've got a little bit of resistance here. It's got to break through this level. 1926 is the critical spot.
SCKT.
Adding right there, 1925 on CARV. There we go. So we got almost 1950, first 5-minute candle to make a new high. New order is going to be at 20. High of this current candle is 1950. Watching.
COHN.
CARV.
COHN.
Still holding CARV.
COHN.
Letting it pull back here to retest for the next trade, which is going to be over 1950. Just added on CARV at 19. Looking for this to break over 1925. Hands on the buy button, 1930. And then 1950. Looking for that squeeze up to $20. I want to see it retest the high of this last move. Watch over 1950. Hands on the buy button to add on CARV, 1925, 1930. Watching. Adding right there, 1925. Want to catch that momentum. I want to see 1950. There's 1950. Again, resistance. It's got to break that level. New order is at 1966. It might have to do a 1 minute pullback here. Let's see what it does. I'm going to look to buy a dip. Just going to watch this for a second. I ran out of buying power, which means I maxed out all my buying power on one trade. But then once I sell, I can use my buying power again. So we've got 1897, 1887. I'm not trading in a cash account where I run out of trades. I just only have so much buying power. So I can't take 20,000 shares of CARV, in other words. I'm going to put my order at 1950 for the next trade. Can't believe COHN is at 1650. I'm in at 1291 because I added, but I'm okay with that. All right, so high of this level right here is 1950. Just added right there for the break of 1950. Looking for that candle to make a new high, squeeze through 1950, watching, hands on the buy button, and then over 20 is what I'm looking for. Watch, 1940, added right there, looking for $20, adding again, trying to catch this squeeze through 20 and then up to $20.50. I want to ride this momentum. So watch $20.50 on CARV, hands on the buy button to add, watching, looking at adding right there, 73 for the break over 20. So catching some of that momentum there. We've got 20 on the ask, 30 million shares of volume, holding 3,000 shares. Watching this dip. Bought, added at 19. Added at 19, bought up that seller. Now looking for this to pop back to 1950. There's 1945. Big volatility, big range. Sold the rest at 19 for right now. New order will be off of 18. 700% gain right now.
IMH.
Unfortunately, we didn't break the high of that candle right there, $20. 2040. So we'll let it pull back for a second. Watching down here to do dip trades. 1737 is the VWAP. Watching. Bounced off 18. I put an order at 1801, but it didn't fill. Watching. Nope. Watching.
IMH. KMDA. IMH.
Looking to get an entry around maybe 1750.
IMH. AHPI. AHPI.
It's a quick long there, over 1850, but let's see whether or not it breaks 19. COHN, I actually lost track of that one again. It looks like it's a 10-minute long halt. This is a bear flag on CARV. Look for the break of 18. Watching the break of 18. I'm long right there, 1760. Bought at 1758. That's a tap off the VWAP. Over 18's an add. Just added right there. Looking for this to pop up to 1850. So that's a quick dip off the VWAP. Watching over 830. Added right there, 820. We're going to catch this
IMH.
pop up to 1850. Then maybe up to 19. First 1 minute candle to make a new high. So we've got 1840 on the ask. I want to see it rip through that level.
IMH.
1819.
AHPI. DOYU.
Still holding. Looking for it to pop back up. First 1 minute candle to make a new high. Add another 1,000 shares right there. Looking for the first 1 minute candle. Then a pop over 1850. It's a bounce off the VWAP setup. Orders at 1850 to add. High of this last pop was 41. 1841 is the spot. Watch 1841. This candle has about 10 seconds left. Watch, added right there for the break of 41. Try to catch that break through the $0.50. That's 45 on the ask. I want to see it break 45. There's 45.
DOYU.
Over 45 could be a quick add for the first 1 minute candle to break that $0.50. Orders at 48, watching. Sold the rest at 18, break even roughly. Watching CARV down here. About 1 minute to resumption on COHN. Look out if CARV does break the VWAP, we could get a bigger flush, but I'm going to watch it down here for dip trades. Watching. In at 35 on CARV. Bought that dip. Trying to catch a pop back up. Looking to add right down here. Watching. Hands on the buy button. Watching to add on CARV. Watching. Added right there for the pop back up over 15. 17, I mean. Watch over 17. So trying to catch that dip off the low for that rip back up through 17.
ELTK.
Looking at 1750, back of mine target. Watch over 17. We've got 1670. Want to see it break 75, 85, 90. COHN, I'll be watching on resumption. Hands on the buy button. Watching both. COHN, amazing. CARV, still holding. Looking for it to pop up. Still holding 500 shares of COHN. CARV I'm scaling out of for a loss. My average is 1737.
COHN.
Halt level going down is at 1392. I don't want to underestimate. So I just got a long CARV again at 15, trying to buy this dip, now pop back up to 16. So watch over 1550. Watching over 1550. There's 65.70. I'm in at $15.16. But you can see that weakness coming back in. Sold the rest for right now on CARV. Low a day is 1360. Low of regular trading hours. If it sells back to that level, we could certainly see a good drop. COHN hit a high of 1890, but I was trying to focus on two stocks at once, so I'm still holding 500 shares into the halt going down. Nice, Daniel. 17,000. Good job, man. So the low on CARV was 1450. There's a 10,000 share buyer at 1550 right now, but I'm not buying that yet. I definitely gave back a little profit on that first dip trade where I tried to get long at 17 and then it flushed down to 16. Nice, nice job. So, nice kind of burst of trades there. That's where I'm sitting at the moment. But still holding COHN, and I'm going to watch CARV.
FWP.
I kind of screwed up my last trades on that one.
IMH. FWP. CLSN.
So on that dip back here, I bought 10,000 shares at 17.
AFH.
Right around 1737. It flushed to 16, so I was down 10 grand. It popped back up there to 1678, and I sold it like 1650. So I lost probably 8,000 on that trade. It sold off again. I bought this dip, but not with 10,000 shares, only with, I think it was 7,500, and caught a little pop. It was quicker